Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast, Rich in Love. I'm Jake Maddock, and of course joined by my lovely wife, Mrs. Maddock. I'm a relationship coach, guys, who successfully helped thousands of people track their ideal partner. Let's talk holidays. Not the deck the halls kind, but the beach trips, girls' weekends, boys' trips, soul-searching solo escapes, and romantic getaways. Alrighty, when you're in a relationship, planning a holiday can feel less like a break and more like a battlefield. So today, we're unpacking the do's and don'ts, the drama, the dream moments, and all the vacationing while in love. We'd love you to contribute to the discussion, guys, and if you want to personalize help in dating or your current relationship, book on a free call with me. I want to help. Is it okay to go on holidays without your partner? I don't understand why people would do this. Imagine saying that to your partner, I'm going to go on holidays for a week, you sit here and do your thing and I'll be back. You'd be like, what the fuck?
I would be like, bye.
Oh, dude, the disrespect.
I deserve the holiday.
Don't you want to go on holidays with your partner as well? What are you going to do?
Right? I want to go on holidays with you all the time.
Imagine us.
The only people I would leave at home are our kids.
Yeah. Imagine us spending a night away from each other. It'd be like this.
We've done it before and it was freaking terrible.
Oh,
do you remember?
So terrible. So yeah, our general stance, guys, is
don't do it.
Don't go on holidays by yourself. We don't condone any private holidays.
If you're going on a bachelor party, go with your partner. Obviously, your partner doesn't need to go to the actual event, right? But they can still go with you. My
rules with bachelor and bachelorette parties, you can have fun, just no adult entertainment.
Inappropriateness.
So play mini putt-putt or eat a shark. Or
no naked bodies.
Yes, no nudity, no adult entertainment. Now here's a great subject, how to make holidays together more enjoyable. Holidays can be actually extremely stressful.
Yes.
It can be very stressful going on holidays. If you want to have a week away with your partner, I wouldn't do that until 6 months into the relationship. Mm-hmm. You can have weekends away basically immediately, but a whole week?
I wouldn't stretch it over 3 days. Like I wouldn't go more than 3 days.
Not too early, no.
Not too early.
It's a lot of stress.
2.5 days is probably the limit until you get to about 6 months.
Yeah, but after that, you can do holidays together. What's important with holidays is to literally force yourself not to get stressed. Mm-hmm. You don't know where to park or where to go to eat or where something is. Relax.
All of that is the man's decision, so the woman on a holiday should just be like...
I think some women get a little bit amped up and try to take control and feel more stressed, and then puts more stress on the situation, the holiday just feels really shitty.
We have a protocol for holidays, don't we?
Which one?
The 60% plan nothing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so I go through and I plan the holiday out very stingently every day, all the things I want us to do every day. But then I also plan huge chunks of time where there is no plan and it's wander time.
Or it's like relax time or whatever.
Yeah, just no plans. Okay, so in the next 4 hours, no plans. We can just wander around, go for a walk, chill out, watch a movie, whatever.
If you're away for 5 days, 2 of those days, 48 hours of that will be planned stuff. And then the 72 is non-planned.
Yeah.
That's what we found works the best. Because then if you're planning something every single day... Oh. It gets way too stressful.
Some people only have a holiday once a year or once every second year. So then they go, we're going to do 10 things every day.
But then it gets stressful.
It's a shit holiday.
Yeah. And then you got to be regimented the entire time. And it's not really a holiday because you're sticking to the schedule.
Yeah. A lot of men are lazy. They're like, oh, my wife can plan it. Like, what?
Typically in a relationship, normally the woman schedules majority of the life. So I think it's very important on holidays that she doesn't do that.
How can you travel well on holidays?
Get there earlier, so allow time for mess ups.
And scheduling your time around your kids.
So if you're going on an international flight, typically you go 4 hours beforehand. If you have a family, I would recommend 5-6 hours.
So in other words, you'd be like, okay, I got little kids. The best time to fly would probably be at 7 a.m. They're awake, they're energetic. We're good to go.
Or if you're on a long haul flight, do it while they're around their nap time. But you get there early so you can relax and start putting them to sleep before you get on the plane. And then on the plane, take off and then they go down.
Have a bit of a plan.
That's what we did.
And also, if you can afford it, go on holidays with an assistant,
Or take a grandparent with you.
Grandparent, a parent.
Or a friend or something.
You probably have a friend who is keen for a free holiday, which are going to help you with the kids. Well, you wouldn't have to pay for much of the person.
No.
Maybe a plane ticket and their hotel room.
Yeah, that's about it.
Which isn't that expensive. If you go on holidays as well, you don't want finances to be stressful, so you want a fair bit of buffer room. Yeah, prepaying hotels is smart. If you're really good at holidays, you could pay for almost the entire trip.
That's what
we
did.
went on a cruise last year. We paid for the whole thing. It was at least 3 months before we went.
We went to New Zealand last year too. We paid for everything, but obviously the food we consumed there before we even stepped into the airport.
Yeah, you go there.
Accommodation was paid, the cars were paid, everything was paid.
By the time you get there, you buy shit all. Can you think of any unrealistic expectations people would have on a romantic holiday which would ruin it?
I don't get why people get so upset about holidays and think that going on separate holidays is a good idea.
I don't understand ever the point of separate holidays.
99% of the time it ends up with someone being upset and an argument being caused.
If you're doing a separate holiday, I'm presuming you're up to no good and you want to do drugs or cheat or something why else would you go? That doesn't make sense. I'm going to hide for a week and do bad stuff. I don't understand why else you would do it. If you're going to do that, don't be in a relationship. Be single.
If you need a break from your partner 100%, you have bigger issues going on.
Here's two people who don't get along. Let's spend less time together and try to strengthen the relationship. No, you need to spend more time together doing dual hobbies, dual goals, intimacy, 20-second hugs, going on dates. You got to do the fundamentals. If two people don't get along, spend more time together. It builds compatibility. And
then after that, if you're still not getting along, maybe they're not your ideal partner.
Yeah, end it after that. If your relationship isn't going so well, would a holiday help it?
I think so.
If done properly, it depends what issues they were facing.
Yes.
If they just missed each other because they're not spending enough time together, yes.
100%.
If they're spending lots of time together and not communicating well, and it's kind of toxic, then probably not.
It would exacerbate it because you're having to communicate even more and you can't communicate.
Can you think any fun rules people should follow while on holidays to strengthen their relationship?
Our fundamentals.
Do the fundamentals. Lots of sex.
Intimacy.
Be f***ing y'all. Heaps of intimacy, 20-second hugs, lots of affection, super nice.
Embrace your natural roles. So embrace feminine energy and the traits of that, which are
nurturing, caring, supportive, and joyous.
And as a man, step into those more masculine traits, which are
leadership, ambition, protectiveness, and decisiveness. The way I like to remember it, LAPD. Get on the ground, I'll kill you. Someone said the other day, you know how I have the 5 Ps?
Yeah.
Pretty, patient, positive, present, pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said I should have 5 Ps for men.
Well, it can't be Ps.
I was thinking maybe what's a better letter? Maybe S? Some other things that I want you to remember, if you're a man watching this, splash the cash on holidays. Don't be so tight. If you're on holidays, splash it. That's the time to spend. At home, be frugal. If you're on holidays, let it roll. Have a great time. Pay for dinners, handbags. Have a good time. Don't be a shithead.
Yeah? Handbags?
I don't know. Whatever people eat. If you don't have enough money, don't go. Plan a cheap holiday. Or go somewhere where there's not excessive shopping. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Go camping. So you can't buy anything.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
That's a good point, actually. Book a holiday where you're both compatible to do it. And
fishing
they go
or camping.
Camping next to a dam and they go crabbing the whole time.
I'm pretty sure most women don't like that.
There's a small percentage of tomboy women who do like it.
Yeah, maybe like 90% of women don't like it. I'm not going to say all of us, but
there's a fair chunk of women who don't want to go crabbing on holidays.
A lot of women do it just to make their men happy. Why do some couples argue more on holidays than at home?
They're not used to spending much time together. They're both in their masculine energy, butting heads about what to do next because they haven't planned it properly.
2 bulls.
Yeah. You want to have a successful holiday or a successful business or a successful colonoscopy, whatever you're doing on your weekends, prior preparation is what leads to success.
Are vacations a necessity in relationships or do you think it's a luxury? I'm going to answer it. It's a luxury item.
What isn't a luxury item?
You only do it if you can afford it. I think it's good for creating bonding, but then I also think you need to stick within your means.
Don't get alone and go on a holiday. No. So I like to go, okay, this is what I want to do. How much is it going to cost? What do I need to do to get that? Mm-hmm. Look, holidays can be expensive. Even a very simple holiday these days can cost 20 grand. Travel, hiring cars and hotels, especially if it goes for 2 weeks, 20 grand.
Stick within what your budget currently allows.
You want to, with your ideal partner, you want to have fairly good compatibility. So if one person likes camping and fishing and the other person likes a fancy holiday, that's the exact opposite. You're exact opposites, which is not very good compatibility, really. We're very compatible, so we like doing the same stuff. I like going to theme parks and staying in nice hotels.
I think as well, like you can still, if there is that miscompatibility on like one thing, you can still work around each other as long as you guys are both open to doing the opposite thing.
Have an open mind.
And one person isn't losing out all the time. Like if one person doesn't really like camping and one person loves it and you always go camping, that's not really fair. It all comes back to being honest and communicating effectively between both parties and both parties having an understanding of where the other person's coming from.
Almost over communicate.
And not doing anything to exacerbate
insecurities well said.
that your partner has.
Over communicate. It gives a sense of reassurance. So whether you're going away solo, hitting the beach with crew, or booking a couple's escape, holidays and relationships come down to respect, communication, and emotional maturity. So it's okay to want space. It's okay to crave adventure together. What's not okay is keeping your partner in the dark or ignoring their emotional needs because you deserve a break. Relationships thrive where there's trust, not just at home, but also 10,000 feet in the air, on the beach, or in a tiny Airbnb with no aircon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you had a wild holiday experience, good, bad, or straight up chaotic, send it in. I want the tea, no coffee. Add in this episode, you rethink your next trip, share it with someone you maybe take on a vacation or maybe not. Until next time, pack light, love hard, and don't forget the sunscreen and boundaries, guys, okay? And if I need coaching or dating or in a relationship, book on a free call with me. I want to help you.